welcome to this Three Blind Mice Invitational for the Aston Martin 177. And at first when I looked at it I thought, God, this is going to be a fairly boring casting, because I'm not a big Aston Martin fan. And I can't really see that you can do much in the way of customising, although some of the builders will very likely prove me wrong. Anyway, here's the starting point, and I think the idea of where I'm going is just to make it a better body on it and de-seam line it, because there's some horrendous seams on it, and I think this is whoever picked the casting was thinking of where it was going, just to make a better Aston out of it. So here we go, first opening it up, and we just drill in the base off, and looking at the base it's even flat underneath, but I'd imagine the way Hot Wheels have tried to do it, they've tried to make it look like carbon fibre, so I'd imagine the real car is flattened out underneath with carbon fibre panelling to aid slipstreaming. I don't know, but there you can see it, how the light hits it, it makes it look like carbon fibre. So I'd imagine the real car is panelled over with carbon fibre panels underneath. And just a quick look at the chassis. I'm not even bothering changing the wheels, because they're pretty faithful to the wheels that are on the real thing. All things considered, considering I'm not a big fan of Aston Martins, the interior's good, but more than that, what can be said about it is Hot Wheels have recreated it pretty damn good, really, apart from the horrendous seams. So I think that's all I'm going to be doing, taking the horrendous seams off it. The biggest offenders are them two on the rear wings there, where I'm starting to file now. They were horrendous offenders, so they're getting filed at first here, and then I went on to sanding them. Just sanding and getting to shape and making it look nice. And here I am just sanding over the tail where the looks like a spoiler that pops up. It's one of them grassing spoilers, we call them in the UK. They pop up at anything over 70 mile an hour, so the police can say, yeah, that spoiler pops up at 75 mile an hour or whatever, so you were speeding. So the car's grassed you up, really. And here I'm just drilling the post out, ready for tapping for a screw to hold the body and base back together. And just drilling gradually. And here we go on to the tapping phase. Just using an M2 tap. And this, even if you drill through, you still don't damage your casting, because it'll be hidden underneath the window and interior. It doesn't go to the outside of the body, which is a terrific bonus there. I was putting the screw in, And here we have the caustic bath of doom. And there we are, it's gone all fuzzy. Oh, it's gone all fuzzy. Can't see a thing, it's like a London pea soup. Bloody hell. Call the police. And you can see flakes of paint gradually flipping round. And there we go. It did quite a good job of removing the paint, but here I'm cleaning up with some wire wool, giving it a good scrub up all around. And my actual plan was I was going to use the colour changing paints from Vallejo, whatever they're called. There's a lot of controversy if you call them colour shifters or whatever. Green Stuff World go apeshit because that's the trade name. So I think Vallejo called theirs the shifters in response, because they did bring them out with the name the Green Stuff World had chosen. So whatever you do, if you put any on, any test reviews or whatever, make sure you give them the correct name, because they do put a strike against your YouTube channel. And there we go. I've just buffed the glass and turning it around so you can see I've dipped it in Tamiya Clear X22, make it nice and clear. And here I've been polishing the body, and as I said, it was going to be painted, but I changed my mind and went, screw it, you know what, just lacquer it. I thought it was that nice and polished job, but strangely enough, when the lacquer goes on, what looked a good polishing job isn't quite as good as you thought. But I thought, you know what, sorry, it'll do, it's as good as it gets. Anyway, here's what I started with. It was a second-hand one, it wasn't packaged, so it has been played with. Although having said that, it's either had light play wear or it's been very hard resisting, because it was in really good condition and quite nice looking as it is, really. The more I've looked at it, the more I like it. And coming on to where we ended up, basically it's like chrome. I think Manuel took it into the car wrappers and had it wrapped to protect his paintwork, and it does look quite nice. Getting rid of those seams has done it a lot of favours. Looks a lot nicer. I've just put a touch of red in for the tail lamps. I used Tamiya red over it, and I've put a dash of white on the front ones to make it look like the lamps are lit, and I've put a dab of black on the badge. But apart from that, excuse me finger, I've painted it and it don't want to go around at times. I think I'll do a strip down and a proper repaint on my turntable. But there it is in all its glory. It does look quite pretty. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thanks to all my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed and enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Bye for now.